Welcome to Shy773. Thank you so much for checking out my video. For those checking out my video for the first time, I just want to say welcome in. Thank you so much for viewing my video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, I would truly appreciate it. For those that are new subscribers and the people that have been here the whole time, I just want to say thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. They really do go a long way. I will also be building on my channel as well. I don't know if you can notice or not, but I'm actually growing my hair out. So I am going through a lock journey. So be on the lookout for videos about that as well. So I'll also include those into my fragrance videos as well. But today's video is going to be a haul video. So I kind of have been getting stuff off and on throughout the week, and I've kind of been putting videos out every week, so I'll probably be increasing that pretty soon. But just to go into it, I picked up some amazing fragrances. Some that you've probably heard of and some that you haven't heard of. So first I want to start off with a Dossier fragrance that I have. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with Dossier fragrances, but I've spoken about them in past videos. I think it's an amazing house that provides great fragrances at a quality price for you. So whether it's niche fragrances or it's designer fragrances, you're getting a great fragrance that's an inspired expression of an original fragrance. So typically they come in a box like this, and you're going to get the fragrance. It will come in like this, and it comes with a card that actually has all of the information about the fragrance. And then you'll get the fragrance itself. So this fragrance mimics a fragrance from Jo Malone, and that one is English Pear and Freesia. I love a lot of Jo Malone fragrances, but I have a problem with the longevity. I feel like I only get about 2 hours of longevity with a lot of their fragrances, and you get double, sometimes triple the amount with Dossier fragrances. And the cool part about it is they give you a little decant, if you can see that right there. So that decant is for you to spray yourself. If you don't like the fragrance that you have, you can send the fragrance back without spraying it and get yourself a brand new fragrance. So I think that's a really cool deal that they do. But again, this one is Floral Pear. I actually wore this a few days ago, and this lasted about a good 6 hours, which I think is perfect for a Jo Malone fragrance. So if you're looking for something that is going to help you with the longevity, and if you do have the original and you don't necessarily want to spray all of your fragrance out, I would definitely check out Dossier fragrances. So the next fragrance house that I want to talk about is a fragrance house that I've been purchasing a lot from, and that's because I'm a part of their Facebook group. If you haven't heard of MaisondeDarius is a fragrance house that is basically made up from Devin. So Devin is out of Louisiana, and he does this in his spare time, but he knocks a lot of fragrances out of the park. So I ended up picking up 6 fragrances. So he has these open windows, which is typically at the beginning of the month. So a lot of people get into the group, they start asking, but the fragrances are available at the beginning of the month, unless they are some of their newer fragrances. So those are available on Etsy, and then also they're available on the genre website, which I will put that information in the description for you to go ahead and check out if you want to. But let me talk about one of the first fragrances that I picked up. So this fragrance I knew blew my mind once I got a decant of it. So you have to be into musk like myself. So apparently I've been purchasing a lot of fragrances that have a lot of musk in them, but this one is Bergamot Imperial. And this one is an extrait, and when I tell you that this fragrance is nuclear, it is super nuclear. I typically spray about 3 sprays and that's it, because one day I decided to spray 6 sprays and it was on me for almost 24 hours. It was strong, giving me headaches, different things like that. So super nuclear, very beautiful fragrance. It's a lot of bergamot and a lot of musk that you get up top. I'll go ahead and spray a spray for you just so you can see, but it's a very nice pressurized sprayer as well. Oh my gosh, it is so sexy. I've gotten compliments. You can smell this one through a mask for sure. I've been told that I smell either great or I sprayed on too much. So like I said before, 3 sprays max. If you go past 3 sprays, good luck. Make sure that you can run home and maybe take a shower and take half of it off. But again, this one is Bergamot Imperial. And I forgot to talk about the notes. So the nice part about this bottle is that the notes are actually on the back, which is really nice. So you're getting bergamot, citrus notes, and oceanic notes up top. You're getting saffron, white rose, orange flower, and patchouli. Then you're getting leather, sandalwood, mossy notes, amber, and white musk. This is so top heavy with bergamot and musk that's what I smell mainly in this fragrance. And then as it starts to dry down, I do smell a little bit of the creaminess of the woods, but mainly it smells very linear to me. But to somebody else, it may, you may smell the leather notes, you may smell more of the amber notes, but I get bergamot and musk. Well, bergamot, orange, and musk is what I get. The next fragrance that I want to talk about is one of the newer fragrances as well. This one is Gentle Storm. So I went a little crazy. I knew that this was coming out, and this is a mixture between Orage from Louis Vuitton, which I have the fragrance, and then also Gentle Fluidity. That is the silver one, and I have that one as well. So I'm assuming spraying both would give you this fragrance, but it's a little bit different. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this as well. And his decants are really nice sprays as well. But this one is very, very beautiful. So I think I wasn't able to find the notes on this one, but if I do, I'll definitely add them to the description down below. But this fragrance is very, very beautiful. It's not as potent, like I said, as the extrait from Bergamot Imperial. This one is a very, very beautiful, you get like a sweetness, you also get a muskiness. It's like a dirty musky, and that's what you get from Orage, but you're getting from the Gentle Fluidity, there is this beautiful sweetness. I don't know if this is silver or gold that I'm smelling. I feel like I'm smelling gold because I have silver and gold. I really feel like this one's more of gold than it is silver. So I will have to look into that, but this is very, very beautiful. I definitely enjoy this fragrance. All of Genre's fragrances that I've purchased have lasted me a very long time. So As far as longevity, you're gonna get that 6 to 8 hours. For me, I push more towards the 8. But ultimately, this is very, very beautiful. And this one is Gentle Storm. The next fragrance that I picked up was Waves of Musk. So Waves of Musk is also very beautiful as well. So this one is Gentle Fluidity mixed with Musk Therapy from Initio. And I was able to grab the notes on this one. So you're gonna get bergamot, juniper berry, and black currant up top. You're also gonna get nutmeg, coriander, magnolia, woody notes, vanilla, and musk. So let me spray that on my arm. And this one is so beautiful. So this one is silver. So I smell Gentle Fluidity silver because it has this sweet minty almost smell to it. And that's what I like about silver. But then you're getting this citrus, and it's almost like this rind and musk with it. This one is beautiful. I think out of the two, I really enjoy Waves of Musk a little bit more. I feel like Gentle Storm is a gorgeous fragrance, but ultimately for me, Waves of Musk, there is some sort of sexiness to it. And that's because I believe that this one is the Gentle Fluidity Silver. So that one's actually my favorite between the two, between silver and gold. But again, this one is Waves of Musk. The next fragrance that I picked up was SMS. Unfortunately, I did not look at which one this one is an inspired expression of, but the other two that I have are also inspired expressions. So I'm gonna just spray that one and just explain it to you. Wow. SMS is so beautiful. So it's bright, it's sweet, it's sexy, it's musky. There's almost this, I think there's iris in this. It is so beautiful. If you ever get a chance to, I would get SMS from LaylPerfumes. This one is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. Like I said before, sweet, musky, sexy, seductive, date night. This is absolutely beautiful. Definitely get a chance, check this out, SMS. The next one that I have is Midnight. So I know that Midnight has a bit of oud in it. I can smell it off the opening. It almost has like this, oh my gosh, that is that almost smells like Laotian oud. So very, very beautiful and oudy up top. It actually smells like a fragrance that I'm going to be talking about next, but very, very beautiful fragrance. There's floral notes in here, so it's a very floral and oudy based fragrance. There's a little bit of sweetness in here, but if you are an oud fan, I would definitely check out Midnight. I know my man Fragrance Journey, he is definitely into oud based fragrances. So Rob, if you are checking this video out, Midnight is definitely something that you want to check out. And finally, I picked up Heirloom. So there are a lot of people that are in the Facebook group for LaylPerfumes, and if you aren't a part of that group, honestly, you really need to check it out. It is such a great group. There are a lot of people that are fragrance aficionados. They absolutely just love fragrances themselves, regardless of if they're inspired expressions or, You know, we all call things dupes and clones, but if something goes in a different direction, technically, not technically, it's a brand new fragrance. So they just bring a lot of light to a lot of fragrances that are unaffordable or something that you're not necessarily going to blind buy at the $400 mark. So let me go ahead and spray Heirloom. Wow. Like I said before, I have not gotten one bad fragrance from Genre Parfums. We're talking super quality. This one is super sexy. It's there's a sweetness, there's also a woodiness to this fragrance. I don't know which fragrance this is an inspired expression of, but Heirloom is so gorgeous. This is definitely dress up fragrance, dress down. You can also wear this on a date. I think I've worn this before on my wife and she says she loved this. But Heirloom is definitely a fragrance that you want to check out. All right, so on to the next house. So the next house that I want to talk about, which I told you before about Midnight from Genre Parfums. So this fragrance is one of my favorite fragrances because it comes from Multifol Factive, and this one is Serenade. So I finally got a chance to get this one in my collection. The notes for this one includes a lot of, let me look. It is bergamot. There is rue Kewda. I'm not sure what that is, but there's Ylang Absolute, Jasmine Sambac Absolute, honey and spices. There's Oudh, which is Hindi and Thai, and then there's amber and musk. So spraying this, you have to be very, very careful. Even though this is 15%, this is very nuclear. So I'm gonna spray one spray, and it has a lot of different florals that you're smelling. Up top, then I smell spices. I smell the oud. The honey brings out this light sweetness, but the spices keep this thing in like a different direction. So it's a very spicy floral fragrance that has a little bit of sweetness and then a little bit of woods tied in, but ultimately there's also some amber, and then that musk really pushes towards the end of this fragrance. So it does change throughout the fragrance, but honestly, this fragrance is not for everyone. I definitely tested this out prior to getting it. So once I did get it, I was absolutely ecstatic. There is another fragrance that he has that smells absolutely beautiful. That was a part of that. It was a part of the two fragrances themselves, but Serenade for me lasted the longest. I felt like it lasted about 12 good hours on my skin, and it smells great in the air, but you have to be very careful about smelling it up close because it is very strong and floral. So it's a very beautiful fragrance. I would wear it probably in the early spring, fall time, and then winter for this fragrance. But very beautiful bottle and an absolutely very beautiful fragrance. And this one is Serenade. The next fragrance that I want to talk about is from a house that I've purchased a decent amount, a couple of fragrances from him. And I really love the house itself. I know that at some point the fragrances started to be a bit too expensive for me, but it seemed like he revamped his house, and I'm super excited about the fragrances that I purchased. One in particular that I was able to pick up was Notorieta, and that's from MaisondeDarius. So he has new packaging and a new bottle type, and this is his new EDP. So this is a 30 ml, and you're able to get this for $90 now, and it is 33% oil-based concentration, so very, very high. I know originally he had extracts that were about 50% oil-based. So I have also Velour, and then I have Fiori as well. But he also made 30 mils for the other fragrances that were at once priced, I would say in the 200s. Now they're priced at 110. Also, I think the most that the other one is 115, but absolutely beautiful fragrance. If you've never smelled this before, this is a mixture of amber, caramel, oud, and vanilla. So this is a sexy fragrance. Still on first spray, this is so gorgeous. There's a fizziness to it. Then you automatically get that beautiful sweetness in the fragrance. That's the mixture of the caramel and the amber. As the fragrance starts to go down into the base, you start to smell that vanilla, and then it dries down to this beautiful, like I said before, a sweet, sweet vanilla. And the oud in this is not, it's not skanky, it's not overpowering or anything like that. It's actually very beautiful. Again, that is Notorieta from MaisondeDarius. Finally, I want to talk about two fragrances that I picked up. And again, if you haven't seen my previous video, this is on Yom&Layl. These are two fragrances that I made myself with the oils that they had there. So they have a lot of different oils. They have a lot of different oud oils. They have a lot of different things that you can mix together, and they have fragrances that are pre-made themselves. So I will link my other video up above for you to be able to check out if you want to. But this fragrance house I am really loving. So they are inside of two different malls that I know of that are in the Chicagoland area. If you're close to Rosemont, they're in the Chicago Mall that's in Rosemont. And then if you're closer to Schaumburg, you can go to Woodfield Mall. They're towards Bath and Body Works, that is by Nordstrom's. So what they do is they give you that quality of being able to watch them mix the fragrances as you're sitting there. They bottle them up, and then they put them in two different bottles. So these are $45 each. And then another service that they do is they remember what you purchased the last time. So the next time you go in, they can tell you, well, you mixed X, Y, and Z, and this is the fragrance that you got. So let me talk about the two fragrances that I received. The first fragrance has a mixture of Mojave Ghost, which is one of my favorite fragrances from Byredo. Then I also mixed two different types of ouds. So there is a Laotian oud that's in here that's also mixed with a wood base, and then there is I believe it's Hindi oud that's in this as well. So it makes this smell so beautiful. Just gonna spray some on, and oh my gosh, when I mixed this and when he sprayed it on me and I smelled it, I was in heaven. This fragrance is so beautiful to me. So this is my 3 base mixture that absolutely is beautiful. Then I mixed two different ouds and a wood base with what was it, a mint base, or with mint in it as well. So that fragrance was already created by them. So they also have, like I said, mixtures with different ouds, different things like that. I would say that they're synthetic, but again, these are like very beautiful nonetheless. This one is gorgeous. This is so gorgeous. I am so surprised that this came out so well. And the longevity on this is so beautiful. This one is gorgeous. If you haven't gotten a chance to, and you're in the Chicago base or Chicagoland area, you're visiting, go check these guys out. They are amazing. They have a beautiful shop. Again, this was $90 for two 50 ml decants. You can also get the 100 mils for $70 as well. So thank you guys so much for checking out my video. I really do appreciate it. Again, I am going to go to my next video. I believe my next video is going to finally be going back to my series. There was another company that I wanted to talk about in that series. That's a small base company, so please be on the lookout for that. But thank you all so much for checking out the video. Have a blessed day and take care.